So you're telling me my nephew's missing and we get a jeans video from Brevard County Sheriff's Office? Because that's going to help find my nephew? And not to mention that most news sources and things aren't getting the coverage of, he sent a text to my sister saying, help me. Not only did he send a text message to one person, he sent it to my sister, my sister's other sister, and my sister's father. So Gio sent it to his mother, his grandfather, and his other aunt. No one's just going to send text messages saying, help me. That's just, it doesn't work like that. And then they just go missing and then, oh, he's a runaway. Like, we just want him home. And another thing that people I know that have some concerns about, they keep asking, why are we searching in Mims? Why Brevard County if he was over here? Because they are from Mims in Brevard County, and we are trying to cover the area. We are trying to cover all possibilities. We are trying to get, if it was your kid, you would be ripping up the ground. You would be tearing apart buildings. I mean, seriously, there's no questioning why we're doing what we're doing. We're looking every single where and every possibility, because no second needs to be wasted. Our family is grateful and thankful for everybody who, between drones, dogs, taking the time off of work just to come over here, people leaving states to come over here, people doing everything and absolutely that they can, donating water, snacks, passing them out. I mean, every single thing. News coverage, you just sharing this story, you just getting his face out there, that is literally, you are a part of the help. So my family is grateful, and we thank absolutely everyone.
So the video prior to this one is several news videos. Even the cousins themselves appear in the news videos. They were briefly doing an interview with a news reporter. I wanted to get a better understanding of this case. So to my knowledge, while Gio Pelletier was going to be in Florida with his mother and stepfather, he wanted to reach out to his paternal cousins, to where he had met them online, and they had a online relationship, so to speak. They also had spoke in group chats, days before he would even arrive in Florida. So it was pretty much planned. So he left around 1:30 a.m. when his cousins came to pick him up. And his mom wasn't too happy about that. But, I think he just turned 18, not too long ago. And she tried to give him, some kind of maturity, I guess I should say. Give him a little leeway, make him feel a little bit grown. Plus, he was going with family. So she figured that, he would be safe. He would be okay. So he went. Now, from what I read, she had fell asleep because she'd been studying to take an exam. And now the man that talks, some articles say that's the stepfather. Some articles say he's engaged to be with the mother. However, he is a prominent figure in Gio's life, okay? He's a father figure, all right? Because I know how people love to come and correct things. So even if they're not married yet, he's a father figure to Gio, if nothing else, all right? So understand that the trip was planned, and he wanted to get to know his other side, his black culture. His father is black. Gio's mom is Italian Puerto Rican. She never married Gio's father, and I also believe that his father is currently incarcerated. Why, I do not know. So she was asleep, and her phone was on silent after he left. Now, he started to text. He texted, quote, "Mom, help," end quote. He even tried to face her at 1:56 a.m. That was 21 minutes after he left. He's already asking for help, and he's already trying to FaceTime her, but she was asleep. He then texted his maternal aunt, which is her sister, and the grandfather, which is her father, asking for help when he could not reach his mother. Again, 21 minutes after he got in the car with his paternal cousins, headed back out to Inglewood, Florida. When she woke up at 6:20 a.m., that's when she realized she had these missed calls and this text from Gio. Bridget said one of the cousins that he left with had only called her one time. No effort to communicate with her after that. No effort to even come back to the house to let her know what was going on with Gio. Gio's paternal grandfather left a voicemail alleging that there was some type of altercation with the young men and that Giovanni was left on the side of the road in Bridgeton and Manatee County. So some type of fight broke out, and I guess they put him out. They left him there, and maybe that's when he started to call his mother, right? Now, the grandfather would say he would call back after he found out more information. If he called back, I'm not quite sure. Bridget arrived to where the cell bag was left, okay? Now, there was some articles that I believe a trucker had found the cell phone. I'm not too certain about that, but however, she had her son's personal items. She said he would never have left his cell phone behind. She said he eats, sleeps, showers, and breathes with his phone. The missed call by the cousin who called overnight said that Gio was smoking weed with them. He panicked. The cousin said Gio was cursing at him. A confrontation occurred and Gio pulled a knife out. They wrestled the knife from him and Gio took off running. Now, Bridget said that's not the behavior of her son, but she believes that it may have happened. He may have felt threatened because he was outnumbered. Now, the story that was told by the cousins differ from the ones by the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, what they told him. The statement read, on I-75, Gio started acting erratically before exiting the vehicle and walking away near SR-70 in Manatee County. Okay. Bridget tried unsuccessfully to track him using the data on his phone. She is disappointed with the police. She contends they are influenced by his age. If he were younger, she feels that she might have gotten a little bit more help. Now, when I first heard about this story, I'm like, 1:30 in the morning, but I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe they work, maybe they get off at 10, maybe after they went home, maybe the drive time, maybe that's how long it was going to take to pick them up. I don't know. I just felt that was a little bit too late, but these are children and this is what they like to do. Then you might say, oh goodness, as soon as he gets in the car, he automatically starts smoking. You know, I tell people, okay, you have to put your thoughts and your mind to your younger self, all right? He had already been talking with them. I guess this is what they knew. I don't know if Bridget knew that, her son was a smoker. He may have not have been a smoker. Maybe he wanted to smoke when he got with his cousins. I don't know. If he smoked with them, was, the weed could have been laced. Unbeknownst to his cousins, the weed may have been laced. But also, if you're not a weed smoker, the first time you do smoke weed, you can panic. You can panic, you can get sleepy, you can get hungry, the first time that you smoke weed. I understand that 100%. So is that what happened, And he got into an altercation with them and, somehow he's now outside the car. Someone that I was speaking to about this case, they said, why would he have a knife on him? He must have felt unprotected when he got there. Well, let me tell you something. This generation don't even keep knives on them. They keep guns, most of them, on them. But I had to, again, put myself back into my younger self when I was a teenager, between 17 and maybe like my early 20s. I used to keep a box cutter on me. I did. For safety. No, I didn't think my friends were going to do anything to me, but I just did it for safety reasons. You know what I mean? I did it for safety reasons. And so maybe he just kept a knife on him like that. A lot of people, a lot of young people keep pocket knives on them if they don't have those GUNs on them. You know, so maybe that was the situation. I don't know. I do not know. But he had one. I don't know if Bridget knew that her son carried a pocket knife. You know, but he had one. That's what they said. You know, now the thing is, they said he ran off. He ran off. Now, as I was researching this article, 4 hours to now, and it is about 9:30, 4 hours to now, it's 9:30 p.m., they said a body had been found in the retention pond. They said it was around the area where the teen was last seen, but the body had decomposed very badly. It was in water. You know, it's been hot outside. They say they do know that it is a male. It's no confirmation yet if it is Giovanni. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Because if I know a lot of people have blamed the cousins for a lot of things, but if that is what jumped off, because I don't know the situation, and if he did smoke and he panicked and because of what he was smoking, I mean, it happens. It happens, and maybe he did start cursing. Maybe he did get put out the car. You know, I don't know why his stuff was left behind, but when you're in that situation, you don't know why things get left behind. I don't know. It's just such a sad story. So they're going to do this autopsy, and they're going to do a confirmation to figure out if this is Gio. And I tell you, I feel so bad for the mother and siblings of this young man, because I know the past couple days, it's been 8 days, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure they got no sleep during these 8 days, not knowing what has happened to this child. It's crazy. Bridget said that Gio is very protective by nature. He looks out for his younger siblings. He even has a little brother with autism. You know, she always felt that something was wrong because he knows her number and that he would have reached out to her. You know, he knows her number by heart. So if he didn't have his phone, he could have, got someone's phone. I tell you, just terrible. You know, she also says he would never run away at all. You can't say, help me, call various people in the family and run away, and you leave your phone in your book bag. No, it doesn't make sense. Gio knows that his mother would burn the world down trying to find him. She's not scared of anyone or anything. However, she feels helpless because she doesn't know what direction to go into. So yes, I will be watching to see, whose body was found in that retention pond. This could have all been just a terrible mistake. I don't know, but I'm trying to give for once, these younger people the benefit of the doubt. And if that is in fact what happened, I know that a lot of people will probably regret that day.